Hey guys, today we'll be reviewing the Type F3 made by Sheng. I didn't really show the box in my unboxing, so it has some letters on the side, picture on the back that is... It's funny, it's opposite on camera. I'm looking at the guy. Now you're looking at the guy and I'm looking at the logo. That's pretty cool. So anyway, that's pretty awesome that it's opposite on camera. Anyway, there's a biography on the back right there. I don't want to read it right now. I might read it later. And it says 3x3x3x3x3x3x3. Anyway, open it up, and I'm not sure if these are going to come stickered. I had to sticker mine myself, but yeah. So that's the cube, and let's go into a size comparison. Okay, so here's your size comparison. This is the Type F3, 2, and 1, and it's a pretty good. They're all about the same height, so that doesn't really help you at all, does it? Here's the die indenture, and it's about the same size. It's probably the same size as a Guhong, though. Let's see. Yeah, it's just about the same size as a Guhong. It has small stickers on it because that's what came with it, so it kind of looks kind of bare and not filled out, but to each his own, I guess, and you don't have to have it filled out because the Type F2 uses the small stickers. Now for your weight comparison. Here is the F3. It's 80.6 grams. Your F2 is 80.4, and your F1 85.3. Mine has some paper in it because the caps keep falling off, but these cubes are almost exactly the same, 80.4 or 80.5 and 80.6. So they're about the same weight. That's a hard cube to compare to because the Guhong is 83. And then the Alpha CC is 57. So I'm not exactly sure what's about the same weight as it. Oh, that's a high-end. Okay, so it's just a little bit heavier than a high-end's high-end. So if you have a high-end's high-end, it's going to be just a little bit heavier than that. But yeah, that's a quick weight comparison, just so you guys have an idea. The turning. So it's pretty fast. I've lubed this with Lubix on the pieces and on the core. And first off, out of the box, it wasn't very good. After lubing it, it got a lot better. Still not the best cube in the world, but it's nice. It has a sort of different feel. If you're expecting anything like the F2, you're completely and utterly wrong. The F2 has a bubbly feel. The F1 is a little bit more crispy, but the same type of bubbly feel. This is a more square feel. It's just not very smooth. It's more of a crispy smooth, because it's not crispy like an Alpha Cube. It's clicky. Like it's just catching on the other pieces. Corner cutting. This cube isn't the greatest. I think I have mine at a good tension. I guess that's line to line, and it cuts that pretty easily. So it won't do 45, but it will do line to line. Either way, you shouldn't need that much cutting in a solve anyway. Reverse corner cutting. Not very much. Like an eighth of a cubie, fourth at most. Sticker quality. I got these stickers from my cube art. They came with the cube, so they're just... I don't know if they're gonna fade. I don't know what they're gonna do. I haven't used this for very long, so I'm not sure whether or not they fade or chip or anything. I haven't had any problems. I have noticed that one of the pieces had like a bump on it, so there's a bubble in there now on each of the sides, or at least those two, which I find kind of weird. But other than that, these stickers are great. They look good. They're kind of weird on the cube because the cube is like a pale color, natural white rather than dyed white, and they really stand out, which is nice. Let's go into the pieces. Okay, so here's your edge. As you can see, it's pretty damn hollow. This side has this little square thing and there's a hole in it. I don't know what that does. It's kind of like an F2 without this part on here. It's just like cut off. So here, wow. It's like literally the same thing as an F2 without the cap on top. That's weird. Why does it feel so different? Anyway, so yeah, that's what it looks like. Kind of like a Diane 2. It has a clear core. Screws in pretty straight. I didn't really have any problems. These corners are Rubik's corners. There's nothing special about them. They're kind of rounded there, though, around the edges. And that's about it. Center caps. Let's see if I can take one off for you guys. So, there we go. This is weird. This is like one of the things I don't like about the cube, is these center caps. I guess they won't come off, but literally they're just flat. And underneath there are 4 corner indents, and those snap on to there. Let's show you. Like that. But it is so annoying to get off. So if you're going to tension this cube, tension it perfectly, put them on, and then don't bother with them. They won't go flying off, and these pieces don't have caps on them, so it's not a problem like the F2 or the F1 where the caps of the pieces come off. But those are really annoying to get off. I actually haven't had this cube pop on me, so I don't know if it does or not. I don't think so, just because it's so squarular. Okay, it's squarular. That's a word now. Put it in your phone and remember it. Or put it in your brain. That would last longer. Anyway, it's very squarular, so it's not gonna pop. I haven't had any problems. I do have lockup problems. I think it took me about 10 minutes to actually get used to it, where I could actually get sub 20 solves on it, with my best being like a low 17. But still, it takes a while to get used to because it's just so locky. Do you hear the pieces just hitting each other? So while you're solving, you get these weird, like, where they just catch on the pieces. You saw it kind of there. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. So you kind of can tell how it locks up right there. Not a very good example, but it wasn't a horrible example either. The speed of this cube is actually pretty fast. My F2 is kind of slow, as you can see. This one's actually pretty fast, which is nice, I guess. It doesn't do it justice, though, because it still locks up, and that is probably the worst trait of this cube. And I don't know. It's not going to be my main, because I have the Gencher, or Zanchi, and so it's okay, but it's really, really not that impressive in speed. It's impressive in speed compared to some other cubes, but the speed only makes it more locky. Would I recommend this? If you're a fan of Type F, I would say, and you're a collector, I would say get it, because it's a great cube to have in your collection. But whether or not it's main speed cube worthy, I'm not sure. I guess if you didn't have any of the Diane cubes, this cube would be great. But compared to Diane, Diane just crushes everything. So, yeah. If you have a Diane, this cube won't be speed cube worthy. If you don't have any of the Dianes, I say get it. It's a great cube once it's lubed properly. I'm not sure if CRC would do it any good, or Maru Lube. I always put Lubix in everything because Lubix is amazing and works wonders. So it turned a crappy cube into a better crappy cube. That's not crappy, but you know what I mean. But yeah, if you feel the need to have the F3, go get the F3. If not, it's really not something that you need to get right now, right this second. Wait till the price goes down. Wait till someone figures out a way to make it a little bit better. My afterthoughts. Pretty much all I have to say with this cube is I don't like it all that much because it locks up. It's fun to play with. It has an interesting feel. It's nothing compared to the F2 or F1. It's, in my opinion, a lot better than those two, but it's nothing compared to any other special cubes. So if I had the choice, I actually wouldn't go out and buy it. This one, I am testing for iCube Mart, so I have to thank Jeffrey for sending me this cube. It's a great cube. It's just not going to be my main because I prefer the Juncture. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this. Links in the description where you can buy this. A lot of people have recently been getting this, and a lot of people have the limited... 10 people. 10 people have the limited edition one, stickered by the owner of Sheng, which is that guy. I don't know his name. But anyway, he stickered the cubes, and iCube Mart sold them. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe.